Hi, I'm Mika Trimman, and welcome to Frankincense, my Patreon, my YouTube channel, and of course, Rumble. So as I've been getting significant amount of downloads, going into this new world, this fifth dimension, this greater density, I have been shown that the way that things look, the way that they appear, may not be the same as what we used to see them. I have been shown and I have heard others say the same thing about looking at different plants, looking at objects, looking at even animals. They don't just appear one dimensional, but you may start to see that you can see them in 3 dimension. They're 3D. This is what I have been shown that you may start to experience. So instead of it looking like it's in this single layer, you see all these different angles and you see it move on a different higher plane. What about when you're driving down the road, you look outside, even from your window from your home, and you look at the mountains or you look at your trees and your plants, and you feel like they're a lot greener, they're a lot brighter, and they're a lot bigger than what you remember. One thing that I have been shown that as we have been clearing out the darkness, maybe even, we're getting rid of the lower level energy, the darker energy, maybe clearing out those lower dimensional, under the ground, maybe even caves, I don't know. I was shown that we may be starting to see more aliens, more different kinds of bugs, different kinds of insects, different kinds of birds, different kinds of animals. I have been shown that you may even see different odd creatures that you've only heard about in legends, storybooks, myths. You may start to see them in the real reality. You may start to see them in real time. It is because when you start to clean out and clear out the lower energy, you're pushing as you're wiping all that out, whether it be in a different dimension or under the earth. Where does it go? It comes to the surface. When it comes to the surface, you could start to see all kinds of stuff, all kinds of different beings, all kinds of different Atlantis beings, entities, creatures. You may start seeing different bugs, different animals. They may take on different colors, shapes, forms. I was shown that we have 13 tribes within the 13 tribes, and that number throughout time could grow. But right now, I was shown we have 13 tribes where each one of you may come strongly from one. Now, past lives, I have been shown you tap into all of the tribes and you experience all of their lives and their lifetimes. And what does that entail? Whether it means Atlantis, whether it means Greek myth astrology, whether it means all these different eras, dimension, times, I was shown that there are 13. And many of you have experienced those lifetimes. How you know where and what tribe you come from? The strongest. Which one are you drawn to? The strongest? The deepest? You feel like it's part of your soul, it's a part of your being, it's a part of your identity. You can tell all kinds of stories about that way of life. Even though you may have experienced all 13 tribes, There could be 1 or 2 or 3 particular tribes that is a part of your being, a part of your soul, a part of your aura, DNA. You may be able to tap into all these different tribes because you're a part of them and they're a part of you. And you may remember all these different things about their way of life. And you may remember your lifetime when you were in that tribe. And this is galactic and star beings too. It's all of them. And being able to remember all of them and a different life and what they did, what they ate. We may be a time where you're going to bring all that back. You may start to notice what you may have already started to notice now, different smells. So instead of just thinking about a loaf of bread, I need to go to the bread store and I want to get some sourdough bread, you can smell that. So instead of our thoughts just being thoughts, our thoughts, I've been shown, could start to carry a smell. The colors are brighter, they're deeper, they're more piercing. You may start to even experience, as you start to wake up into your different tribes, that you can hear different voices, people talking, conversations. You think the TV's on, you go in the other room, there's no TV on, there's no radio. But this is how we're becoming and merging all these dimensions. And we're starting to really connect to all of them. And we're starting to be able to tap into all these dimensions very easily. What about energy work? We're headed towards a time where most of you have been part of energy work on one level or another. And you may start to experience and being able to tap into that energy and that energy field. And writing it down as you remember it and getting all these wonderful downloads, whether it be in your awake state or whether it be in your sleeping state through your dreams. We all have these wonderful natural talents and gifts on how we are able to receive downloads and information. When you get this information, write it down. Compare notes with your friends. It's a fabulous time. Watch even how you may, as you take on your true tribal self, you may start to notice that my favorite foods that I once loved, no thanks. I'm kind of over that. You feel like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be eating, but I know that I've been eating wrong. And you may think of the most craziest way to eat. And you are going to think, possibly, I have lost my mind because whoever eats like that is insane. Look it up on the internet and you find out all these nutritional facts on eating a certain way. And you're like, okay, that is bizarre. But you connect with it. You resonate with it because it's part of this different side, this true self that's rising to the surface. You may find also we're going into a time where thinking and creating is going to be within seconds. You may find that if you have a question, ask. You may find that you get the answer just almost instantaneously. Yes, that quick. You have a thought, you ask a question. Too often we have a thought and we don't even ask the question. So they're over there sitting there wondering, are they going to ask for help? Like, what's going on? Ask them. What does this mean? They're there to help you. They're part of you. They're part of your higher self. You have all these different aspects to yourself. And they're there to help you. You have so much protection around you. I just want you to know that you're so protected and watched over and guarded. I just want you to know that, and you can tap into that energy and you can ask questions. You can seek out your own answers. Remember, we've talked about we're to that time right now. Depending and trusting on your intuition could mean life or death. It is crucial at this time. Anyway, with that, I just wanted to share, and I love you all so very much. But until next time, you can always find me at frankincense, FSMA.life. And I love you all. Blessings to you. Take care.